about y'all's ability to establish the run on Saturday against SMU?
Obviously, it wasn't our best game. We didn't rush for 5 yards carry, which is our goal. It was 4.5. We need to be better, clean up penalties, really change our mentality. You know, we had good effort on Saturday, but that's not good enough for us to play the way that we need to play, especially against or with stuff like the run game that we need to dominate. So I think clean up penalties and changing our mentality, knowing that we need to have really good effort like we have, but we need to clean up our technique. So
how do you do that?
Just really focusing every day on, you know, in the drills and knowing that, yeah, we are big and strong guys, but that's not going to win for us. You know, we need to understand that if we use technique with the athletic ability and the talent that we have in this offensive line, then we can really dominate and be one of the best in the country. So,
are you surprised that kind of game came up with the experience you guys have up there?
Yeah, I think, you know, with the game that we had against Arkansas State, we really moved the ball, obviously, and we got away with a lot of bad technique with basically playing hard. You know, we played really hard and we were finishing and, you know, pancaking guys and all that stuff, but it showed up with a little better talent that SMU had. But again, we need to dominate even against guys like that.
Certainly wouldn't call it would you just call it a wake-up call that technique's really important?
Yeah, I think it's a wake-up call. Coach B, you know, harps on it all the time, and says eventually you can get exposed. You know, if you're playing guys who are below your talent level, you're not going to be exposed on bad technique. You can use your strength to overcome that. But when you play guys who are a little better, you know, maybe not even the best that you're going to see, but that are a little bit better, it's going to expose you. So
I know Troy and Savion were kind of in and out there, but how much of that is just playing a better competition with the 5 guys that you have up there? That it's only the second game you guys play together.
Yeah, I think having Troy in there, you know, he plays center a lot during the week, but having Troy in there, he really needs to. I mean, it's the same thing like Rob Conjal did it last year. You know, he practiced center all week, and then for the games they throw him in, you know, and rotate him with me a little bit. I think Troy needs to understand, you know, everybody's position, which he does, but I think it caught him off guard a little bit playing as many snaps as he did at that position. So I think, you know, I talked with him a little bit. If he continues to focus on like the drills when I'm going or when some of the other guys are going, then he can pick it up because he's still practicing at center, but so he can rotate better and make a more fluid transition. So.
What are you guys focused on, you know, this week against Tulsa?
Again, just honing in on our technique. You know, these guys are going to play hard. They're hard-nosed football players, you know, especially at the end, number 48. You know, I think this is a good game, you know, after what we had last week to continue to play hard, but honing on the technique and the splits and just the small things that we think that we can get away with, which we really can't, you know, no matter how much talent that we have. So.
You mentioned Troy having to move around. What has impressed you about the way he's adjusted that, in addition also adjusting to the heightened competition as well?
Yeah, Troy's a smart guy. He played a lot of center at App State, and I think if you can play center, you can play a lot of positions because you have to snap the ball and make calls. You know, when you play guard, like, I mean, I'm lucky enough, I play guard, you basically just get to play football. You know, you listen to the call and then you play football. You know, I think Troy needs to understand that part of it and just say, hey, it's just like, not saying it's just guard, but, you know, you don't have to focus on a lot of other things. You can just play ball. You don't come off the rock and things like that. So I think once he figures that out, I think it'll click for him. So
despite some of the mixed emotions that you expressed about last week's performance, to see a guy like Tawi, you know, handle that much duty for the first time in his career and average almost 6 yards per carry, what can you say about the night he had?
Yeah, Tawi's obviously a hard runner. He's one of my good friends, and I think, you know, he's proving himself every day, you know, in camp. You know, a lot of guys don't, you know, are scared to hit him up high because of the type of strength that he has in his lower body. So I think, you know, Tyreek continues to have great games and, you know, pick up our runs per carry average like he did. I think he's going to be a really great player. So.